I don't want to wait, man.
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
A few days ago, the new Anaconda movie debuted on Rotten Tomatoes with a rotten score and a laundry list of angry critics decrying the death of cinema. But now that I've seen it, I don't understand why it's getting such negative reviews. This is exactly the kind of fun, silly, crowd-pleasing comedy that people complain isn't getting made anymore. It teams up Jack Black and Paul Rudd, two of the best comedy actors working today, for a hilarious dynamic, and also brings in two other screen legends for good measure, Tandy Newton and Steve Zahn, who each bring their own energy to the movie. So fuck the critics. Sometimes I wonder if the critic community at large even has a sense of humor, because they consistently pan comedies that are really funny, and this is a really funny comedy. There were some moments in the cinema where I was laughing so hard at one gag that I missed the next gag, which is about the best compliment you can pay a comedy.
What the hell is on my back? It's a long story! Run!
When I watched the trailer for Anaconda, I really liked the look of it, but I was worried it gave away too much. By the end of that trailer, I felt like I'd watched the whole film condensed into 2 minutes, which is a problem with a lot of trailers these days. But there are plenty of surprises in this film. Even the ones you saw glimpses of in the trailer still hit different in the actual film, because those clips didn't give you the whole picture. Jack Black is basically playing a goofier version of Carl Denham from King Kong, the maniacal filmmaker journeying into the jungle, determined to finish his film no matter the cost. It's like he put the spirit of that guy into modern day laid-back hippie dad Jack Black. Paul Rudd is as charming as ever, playing the schlubby everyman from Role Models and I Love You Man, but as a struggling actor still pining after his high school sweetheart. And he eventually becomes an action hero in a meta take on Rudd's own evolution from the 40-year-old virgin's best friend to a Marvel superhero. It all builds to a great climactic moment, linking back to the monster movie they made as kids.
Action! Put your face right up next to the snake.
The movie sets up all the things a good story has to have, characters with wants and needs, obstacles standing in the way of those goals, all that jazz, but the self-aware conceit of an Anaconda reboot about some friends trying to remake Anaconda in the jungle, only to encounter a real Anaconda during the shoot, allows them to get really meta with the storytelling. The first act is pre-production, setting up all the things that need to happen in the movie, from surprise twists to deeper themes to touch on. Then the second act is all those things happening in the actual movie in unexpected ways. It tackles the theme of grief, but does so through the snake handler grieving the death of his snake to the sounds of Boys to Men. The twist is genuinely surprising because of how well Danielle Melchior plays her character. She's so innately likable and relatable that you assume the guys chasing her are the villains, not the other way around. The plot is honestly better than most big blockbusters recently. It makes a lot more sense than the plot of Jurassic World Rebirth. Critics seem to be upset that it's not next level Charlie Kaufman meta, but it's not that kind of movie. It's not an esoteric meditation on the state of Hollywood. It's a crowd-pleasing action comedy. It's a film within a film, a reboot within an homage, and it's just self-aware enough to poke fun at itself without disappearing up its own arse and becoming incomprehensible drivel like I'm thinking of ending things. Anaconda satirizes the tropes of legacy sequels, cameos by the original stars, an arbitrary "the" in the title, etc. It satirizes modern horror, attaching meaningless themes and metaphors to everything. Grief, revenge, intergenerational trauma. In one of the film's funniest lines, Paul Rudd tells Jack Black he could be the white Jordan Peele, a phrase as hilariously reductive as dubbing someone the male Greta Gerwig, or the straight John Waters. It might not be a showbiz satire on par with The Player or Bowfinger or even Tropic Thunder, but it does have these great little satirical nuggets peppered throughout it.
It's okay, you're safe, I'm here! Holy
This Anaconda is a comedy first and foremost, and the spectacle leans more towards action than horror, but there are a couple of decent jump scares. It's not as gory as you'd hope with the PG-13 rating, but there were families in my screening with little kids all having a great time, so that's a small sacrifice for audiences of all ages to be able to enjoy this. And there are still some great bits of body horror played for laughs. I won't spoil it, but there's a scene involving a squirrel carcass that's one of the funniest things I've seen at the movies in a long time. There are so many great one-liners and visual gags in this movie, and director Tom Gormican balances the tone really well, switching between horror and comedy. You'll get a genuinely tense moment where someone's eaten by the snake, then that tension will be hilariously deflated by Paul Rudd spinning the boat around and ended up back where he started. That honestly felt more like classic Zucker Brothers slapstick than the recent Naked Gun reboot. If you miss seeing stupid comedies like Anchorman and Hot Rod and Zoolander on the big screen, this is the film you've been waiting for.
Doug would have wanted this.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.